Okay, let's get ourselves to the Xardion. The last minute addition to the challenge that's supposed to also be 2 hours long. We'll see how it is. This is the Alpha 1 solar system. It contains planet planets. The inhabitants of these planets have been at war for 7 months. Invaders from the distant star NGC 1611 are in position to take all 3 planets. The Alpha 1 Federation has dispatched 3 pilots to NGC 1611. You must eliminate the invaders' power source on NGC 1611. Dash 1611, excuse me. I guess that's our excuse plot right there. Anything else? Whether it continues as like a save system or password system. Anything else? Guess let's get ourselves going. Red alert, red alert. Destroy the arms. Combine into Ultron, I mean Xardion. Kind of hard to read the text. Yeah, see, there's levels. Therefore, RPG. We're stuck. Tetris has levels, yeah. Different kinds of levels. Is my jump messed up or something? Or it's like, why am I still stuck? Like, something doesn't feel right. Let me see the controls. I had no other prior issues. Two games left, including this. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, very duty. Yeah. Something doesn't feel right. Like, why am I jumping so much? Like, is there like some turbo stuck into it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I should probably just stop the timer until I fix this technical difficulty. And hopefully to remember instead of putting on the timer again. Yeah, well, I didn't have this problem before. Like, I feel like something's wrong. Let me disconnect the controller. Otherwise, something isn't right. I haven't had that issue. My B button should be fine. Yeah, it feels like it, but it's like it shouldn't be. I haven't got turbo working on this. Otherwise, I could just try to switch to another controller, I guess. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Maybe it was just I needed to disconnect and reconnect. Yeah, sometimes the good old unplug and replug does the job. There we go, that's much better. I wish I had turbo for the fire, though. Yeah, surprised but not surprised this game has achievements. Like, I hadn't even heard of it until recently myself. You gotta level up in more HP. Yeah, so this is totally RPG. Level ups increase the health bar. They can't vertical. Just looking at the controls. Apparently start selects shows the map, which isn't really helpful. Hey, did I just go back to the beginning by accident? Yeah, it seems like it did. That's kind of lame. Okay, fine. Let's do that quick. I select the other things. Haven't figured it out yet. And the controls don't explain much. Oh, whatever for now. We'll figure it out later. But still want to figure it out. You start. I'm like, seriously, how do I do this? Can you have separate levels? Maybe there's a booklet for it. Because I feel like it might bite me if I don't know how to figure out the controls. Maybe I can't yet. Oh, Xardion. I just barely started. I'm just trying to figure out the controls a little bit. Simply pressed in. Okay, that's what the sound is. I have to press A. That doesn't feel intuitive. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't feel intuitive at all. Just press A, then go, and you can't see the feedback right away. And just save stations for safety. Yeah, I gotta be careful acoustics. Yep, the general. From several records. No, I don't post there because I use them save states and guides and such, so the times would be obscured. Okay, and uses up the ammo. No. Let's get the doggo. Yeah, Game Reaver. And I might be able to finish this today as well. Damn. Let's ignore this. Well, Zelda can be very... I don't know how long Zelda's going to take me, but it's going to be fast. That should be one sitting. I have a lot of experience with the randomizer. Yeah. Vulcan Voltron, yeah. Yep. And I know most of the secrets, so it's not going to take me long. Nope, I've done the randomizer runs with friends, so I'm going to play vanilla. Okay. No, gonna be way less than that. Let's get. I could beat the randomizer in like 2 hours, or 2 to 3 hours. So it's probably gonna take like 3 to 5. I know the game quite well. Maybe not like a speedrunner well. Yeah. Not speedrun, but I know the dungeons, the layouts, how the progression. So that's not gonna be much of a problem. Well, it's hard to 100% because 2 of the heart pieces are RNG. So it really depends. Like I'll make an attempt, but it depends how lucky or unlucky I am in the digging minigame and the treasure chest minigame. I don't remember exactly where all the heart pieces are. I just know all the light item locations. 100% it? Yeah, I've done it before. Nope. I need to get a heal item. You just have to really try better. Missing without damage, but one more time, otherwise I'll just let it be. Okay, that's simple enough. Maybe less simple. Alright, let's just let it be. Fresh ourselves. Okay, maybe it's gonna take a little more than 2 hours, at least with the start so far. At least the EXP and stuff carry over. It's not a waste. Just restarting the level again. You're a wizard mech, yeah. Totally. Oh well, no extra missile. Okay, we'll share the same life pool. No, not really. It's kind of weird. It seems like it just only resets when we die or just get used health items, which I hadn't figured out. Yeah, I like to try to beat it under 2 hours, but I shouldn't stress it too much. Seems like it's doubles every time. Okay, there, I got it once. Feels like my shots are a bit stronger. Maybe it's just a mental thing. Check over there. People's shots, yeah. Hmm. Okay, that's just giving up the weapons and abilities. That's what they are. Okay. Not sure how I feel about the music. It feels very dated sounding compared to a lot of other songs I've listened to on the system. But it's better still than rate this. That was annoying. Nice try. Okay, but that was still a fail. The big problem is those balls, because they're so small. It was all a dream, yeah. Like an illusion of Gaia. Oh. Yeah, this part is easy. This part sucks. Wouldn't be too greedy. I like the animation for the arms. Something about it just feels like kind of interesting. Oops. That's so much HP. I'm just doing it wrong. Okay, that's what it is. For missiles. I blame those balls. Yeah, well, I'll let it be. Just get some EXP. More health. I need to bring the wizard over. Let's get into the enemies, will be fast. Yeah, I mean, there's EXP right now, and they get my health up, possibly attack up when leveling. Therefore, RPG, quote. It's supposed to be fast, too. It's supposed to be 6 stages. I got to the first boss and got my butt kicked. What's the matter with this? I already got it. Just want to keep trying to figure out the buttons. And it has a party system if you think about it. Okay, I seem to be one-shotting them, so I think you do get level ups. So this really is kind of RPG. It can't reach me. We've done better there. Know how to deal with this guy, this attack well. The rest I could do no problem. Okay, I guess I could wait it out. I don't have to wear it out. That's the key. It just comes in a bad time. Just jump into the platform. Like, what's the good time for the initial part? Yeah, try this again. I think I see the opening. I mean, at least I kind of found the way, but sometimes the initial jump is a little tough. What's this? This guy's got a lot of HP. Shouldn't get too greedy there. $30 in, just still the first fight. Yep, this is the second to last one. Unless the other bosses are just drastically easier, it's like, okay. I'm probably gonna go over 2 hours. Did it. Some forgot leg day. Yeah, or maybe there's gonna be a boss rush at the end. Hey, it's the Wily capsule. I use something called retro achievements, where I just hook up my emulator to a fan website and may be able to get unofficial achievements that way. Oh no. Let's turn this octopus into sushi. Nope. I guess we have to go back to here in the future. Oops. There's a thing there. I want the thing. Alright, so when I clear the level, I could just kind of go back and forth. So there's 7. Eh. I don't like these fish guys, they're kind of annoying. Even when these can dig it out. Maybe this. That was a waste of the second one. What's up, tanks? I guess it's health tanks. Yeah, maybe I should have gone in the water there. Yep. Sure is. First time playing it. Alright, so I should just go underwater for that second part. Yep. It was the last minute addition to the challenge. The part's actually pretty good, just a little stiff, and it took a while to just figure out some of the controls. Come on. There we go. I don't like any XP gains in this fight. Kind of wasted. It was just decoration. It looks like something you could pick up. You have to bring the dog for that ship up there. That's what it probably is. Yeah. Right units for the right job. So that's on me and getting used to it. So it's probably that way we saw before. Need to trigger the thing. No clue what's that. Okay. That's not it. Oops. Oh well. I didn't mean to go there. Wait. You may need to bomb it there. Okay. Yep. Yeah, it's more RPG than I honestly thought. I'll give it credit there. Last minute overlook. Alright, and then we just reset there. Yeah, it's been pretty good so far. Just getting my ass kicked and I'm just like Maybe I should not think about the 2-hour thing too much, especially for a first-time playthrough. It's like, let it be. It's just kind of like little estimates, just to get a mental idea of the length of the game. You mean need to put it the right way? Oh. Really? Like that? That doesn't feel right. Gynex? Doesn't surprise me. They were involved in some games in the 90s. There was this one that played that was mech heavy called Dragon Scratch and Darzan. Dan Zarban. Yeah. That was a very interesting game. The plot went bonkers in a good way. You ugly water sprites, kill him. You heard them. It traced me. Let's just play that as is for now. Give it 2 attempts, and I'll just reset. That means it didn't. It just sort of works. Nope, it didn't work. The bubble just sometimes messes me up. Okay, at least I got the weapon for it. It's like sometimes it follows me, sometimes it doesn't. But, oh well. Step things. I gotta remember about the healing. I presume it's healing. Oops. I wonder if I could destroy it beforehand. Okay, they only have to do it once. That's good. There was a piece of bone that came out from that fish. That's a little obnoxious. That's fast to get to the levels once you know what you're doing, what you find. Okay, curves a little bit. I think every other one just alternates. Okay, maybe this is the safe spot. Bulky HP. Maybe I should grind a little bit, but leveling's not as good in this place. We did it. Just in time for the second boss kill. How's it going, Melmegas? Welcome, everyone. What are we up to today? Oh, I have to still go further. I didn't even catch that. I only played a little bit of the first one, haven't beaten it. Yeah. Seems like only here one step, taking the time. It's an upgrade for Triton. When you see that symbol. I'm sure it's nothing. Okay. There's more. Let's just keep at it. One more time. See how it is. Huh. Already at the fourth section. Alright, so that was actually the third level. Okay. I'm surprised. Okay, the third and fourth level just got a lot faster. Yeah. Or, you know, safe state. Yeah, because that's totally legit. One more time. You know, just grind a little bit in the first stage. Okay, that one just was zooming. Well, this clearly I could hit this one, so maybe I could break it. Let's just level up a little bit. And also remember I got this ability now, so maybe that'll help with this situation. Let's see how it is. Yeah, first level just feels a little easy. Let's do being able to just grind a little bit. I could have continued a little longer, but eh. Indeed, can replay the bosses? Gotta wonder. I wonder what's the level cap, like 10, 15? Probably a lot more. I'm trying to do another cycle or so. Let's see, moment of truth. Nope. One clear. You did destroy the arms. And just went down on purpose to be able to. Okay. No, I'm gonna expel myself in that regard. Let's see. What the achievements say. What damage or ammo refill? Like, yep. Makes sense. The final boss has 5 phases. Jeez. Interesting to know. It doesn't say about level caps or anything, so maybe just... I thought maybe I'll get an indicator there. They're all god phases, yeah. Apparently. Just waiting. So I don't have to rush up. Yeah, I was trying to die on purpose, but I was just too good. Okay, this is not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was daunting at first. Okay, that's not really been helpful. There might be other bosses more suited for this guy. There we go. You got carried away there. But we got the right ideas. Feels like it just froze up for a moment for me. Some of these are just jerks where it just kind of comes zooming. The fact that just some of them just goes kind of very zoomy like that just kind of throws me off. I feel like my previous attempt was better. Maybe I should break that thing up there. Even shootable. Maybe I just have to go up there. That position's not good either. I think I found the sweet spot there. Just gotta keep in mind when it does that. Crab. Just crab. Hmm. Ooh, going upside down. Oh. Okay, that's gonna throw me off a little bit. Just got a little confused by the beginning. Yep, 170. Yeah, though honestly, more RPG than expected. Like there is level ups, there's upgrades to get, kind of. There's EXP. Yeah, kind of. Longest level to date so far. Yeah, that might take longer. The first two stages took me nearly an hour, then the next two stages were a lot faster, like 20 minutes. And there's 7 stages, this is number 5. Maybe this helps. I don't need a frontal shield. I think I hit my own weapon there. I wonder if there was like any blind spots. I think also my bullet changed a little bit. It's probably ideal, man. Robots to just kill these bosses, but I'm just trying my best with what I'm doing with Triton so far. Okay, it's every other time. That's the trick. No, every 2 to 3 times. And at least I know maybe roughly where to get those sub-tanks. Mm-hmm. So, maybe I have to kill those. Yep. I think I gotta kill those. Oh, there we go. I did it. Maybe that's what we need the Pantera for. Okay, that's safe. Okay, I hit the level cap. So it's 12. Hit the level cap in 1.5 hours. Hmm. Super fast-paced level. Yep, that was easy. It's played itself. This could be the last stage, but there's still that sushi monster in the second stage. That's like, we didn't clear that. I wonder why. Like, I feel like we have to go back to maybe one of the stages. The rest has been super linear. I should level up some of the other guys too. Just at least have the HP buffer. Oops. I forgot to save state there. Oh well, at least it's the easy boss. Oops. Okay, to be sure. At least this is gonna be handy. Not for this. You know how to deal with those guys. Maybe other abilities. I just went straight towards the boss and did that. Like I wasn't moving. That's what confused me last time. Because it was just forced damage. Maybe I have to gather up some sub-tanks. Let's try that for a bit. Let's see if I can sub to it. Okay, might as well. Just want to see if that works. Where did I find the sub-tank? Because I thought that was it. Oh no, good farming location. I'm just looking up stuff for a moment. So I'm not even sure. I think I might have actually seen that symbol in part 1. Just trying to get some quick sub-tanks. Oh well. Those are missiles. Oh well. It might be here. No. I just missed more missiles. Okay, from that section. From here. Wasting time a little bit, but it's like I'm just trying to get some items. Uh-huh. Okay, and it's hard to tell what's what. If your gameplay lasts much more than 2 hours, consult a doctor. Yeah, I'm gonna hit over the 2 hours because I'm just also farming up the items. And plus a bit of a slow start. Just want to get one more for fun. Just in case. Alright. So I got 2 sub-tanks, I'm good there. For emergency heals. Ow. Okay, it just applies automatically. Makes it a little easier. It's hard to get a read on those patterns of the walls. Those are the stages, but you're not. We didn't have the 5-phase boss fights. Uh-oh. Burning up. But this feels wrong. Trees want me dead. We parachuted. Mm-hmm. Okay, it doesn't shoot. Oh, it does. Oh, wait, there's more. Okay, unless I beat this in 12 minutes, it's like, yeah, I failed the estimate. There's no sub 2-hour game in this challenge. That's what I was kind of hoping for fun. Yeah, we got a Guts dungeon, a JRPG staple. Guts. Just gotta know how to deal with the trees. The rest is relatively fine. Just farm the sub tanks. Oh, stay right here. Perfect. I'm assuming I can only carry up to 5 items of each. Given the 5 cap and a carry, definitely we got more than all that. Maybe one more time. Get the 5th one. Yep. Yeah, this is probably the best song. Okay, that's kind of a waste there. Yeah, just get all the abilities. I must have missed one. Maybe the shield will work. Nope, the shield is useless. Okay, I like the first weapon better. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure either. When I believe. I could hearing something. Okay, yep, I am. Definitely am. Oh, surprise. I'll just grab more sub-tanks from the Sari. I'm just really cheesing it by burning through the sub-tanks. I'll just grab more in the beginning of that stage. Sup? Yeah, that hurt. Okay, this ability is very annoying. Okay, that was an obnoxious boss. Like, the first phase was fine, but the second phase, not so much. Thank you, Pern. Yep, there goes Pantera. Hey, title drop. Pantera power reactor. Yep, there goes the 2-hour estimate. Yeah, I'll live. We got the mech. Oh. But then I just kind of lose all that. I don't even know if it's that good or not. But we gotta do it for the title drop. Mm-hmm. I'm just feeling it out a little bit. Gotta go look for those sub-tanks. Yeah, since we're on that overestimate anyway, so might as well. Alright, I want to grab the sub-tanks here. That's what I'm trying to go for. Okay, that's better against the trees. Oh, like a dive kick. Oh, it just kind of looked like a can. We got these homing abilities, so that's nice right there. I like that. Yeah, just it's a little easy enough to just kind of go back and forth in this. Not like the no death run is non-existent. Okay. The level ups are pretty fast in this place if we're just getting a bunch of fours and stuff. And maybe this will help better. Got end screen AoE attack. Yeah, this is better. Okay, yeah, so at the very least, Xardion has some good abilities. Uh, Okay, I'm just looking at the game pack, so just to kind of poke around it. So yeah, there's this one. Hyper Beam. A lot of EXP. Mhm. Apparently collected for the last part. Okay. Didn't even see that before. And how would you know it? Maybe the game will tell you later. If you went ahead and just had to go back. Apparently it's in a hole. What's this that I require 3 separate parts for? Well, let's level up a little. Maybe there's a better leveling spot in the final level, but this has been good so far. So why change? Okay, that's too flashy. Yeah, just gotta keep going. Gotta get the 900. Gets the job done. Just going back and forth like this. Fast training montage. One more time. Still got the level anyways. And I might as well just do this one. Since we're so close to level up anyways. Yeah, let's go elsewhere. Yep, here we go. Leveled up. Oh, it's a maze. Okay, went the wrong way. Yeah, the beams definitely change after some level ups. So we have to find our right path. Maybe I missed another exit. Feels like I missed somewhere. Maybe it's this. Yeah, okay. Maybe it would eventually work. The middle one. I want to restart. Is that the demon? Let's see. What happens if I pick the wrong ones? The middle work, but I wonder how the others go. Yeah, it sounds kind of goofy. Alright, so much for that guy. Maybe the final boss here. Oh. Alright. This one's a bulky one. Maybe that's where the LL row comes in. Hard to tell. Or maybe I just need to be more patient. Alright. Next phase. This planet's butt, yeah. That's an easy phase. Hmm? Hey, Rapture, how's it going? Hmm. She's my waifu. Well, you missed the very, very end. You made it to the very, very end, apparently. Confused why I have that. I have those achievements shown on the bottom right. I liked it. A little clunky, but I liked it. The final boss theme sounds like it's kind of from like one of those how do I put this? One of the joke bosses, you know, like that's what the music reminded me of. But not but it's not fitting for a final boss. What were we fighting for? Years later, Living Planet. But war never changes. You just hang in the tree. Five minutes later, one of those men killed the other man for the last cookie. And that's done. So, yeah, one game left. And like I said, I don't want to finish it like on the random weekday. It doesn't feel right to me. Let's make it a celebratory thing. We do Zelda on Saturday. Ooh, Kohei Tanaka. He does Linus and Alondra. Nah. A few days later. So next few streams we're gonna do some East 10. Yeah, we'll do East 10 for next few two or three streams. Maybe I'll do 3 streams to make it up for it. Then do Zelda on Saturday. Then we'll just kind of do some other stuff. Maybe take a small break. Because there's some stuff I want to do and prepare for, but I haven't gone to it much yet. We'll get to more details when the time comes. And if per small chance something new comes up right at the last minute, well, let's see. Yeah. I have ideas, but I need to prepare the idea. I have a post-challenge celebration in mind. Like something I think people will like, but I'm also kind of nervous about. The end. Guess we'll stop there. Alright, so let's get that prepared. Let's see. Alright, so let's mute this a little bit. Okay, let's put that in. Alright, so here we go. Well, we beat this the next day on 4/7/2026 with a time of 2 hours, 36 minutes, 52. Not actually the shortest game because a bit of a slow start in the beginning with the first 2 missions, then it just kind of sped up for a little while. The story, not much of a story, like, at least it tries to tell a little bit of a story, like, there's the excuse plot of this kind of problem going on this planet, you guys go invade it, but it was kind of hard to follow along because the structure of the story where it's kind of nice, there's actually some dialogue going on while you're doing the missions and stuff, it's just not, you know, just nothing going on or anything like that, but the way they did the font and everything and the position of it, where it was kind of hard to read at times, plus it was just sometimes a little bit, the text can go a little bit fast, so they just kind of was a little there. Yeah, and the premise itself, it's like, I guess not bad or anything, but I just feel like it's, and again, that much, I have to just kind of be nice to SNES stories because, well, some games it's not really meant to be story-centric or anything. Yeah, Rip Pantheria. Yeah, that's the tragedy right there. But we got a cool mech called Xardion, so... And they did throw in some exposition right at the very end, but I didn't really care for it. I never really used that. I used Triton a lot, so I'm Team Triton. So, I guess just for what it is, it's a 2. Like, it just kind of does what it does. It doesn't really fail to just try to tell a story. It just kind of keeps it simple to the point. Okay, gotcha. That's why they had to get rid of him. He was too good. And the music. The music is pretty good. Where, there is something about the composition and the sound font and stuff feels very dated, like this song over here, like very product of its time sort of thing. It's hard to kind of explain it, or something like this. No, not this time. Yeah, so like the music is okay, but then this song is pretty good too. When you get into the freaky biome planet. Yeah, just a little over a half hour, so not that bad. So yeah, the music is still pretty decent. I think this is the best song in the game. Hits the atmosphere well. Yeah, this is okay. Boss theme is pretty good. This is just kind of ambience, generic ambience. And this, again, it's kind of weird how this is the final boss theme when it sounds like it's something that belongs to one of those joke characters, like, or the fodder, you know, like in JRPGs where you got that, you know, comedic relief kind of character and he has a kind of a goofy theme and sort of a joke fight, sort of. That's the final boss theme in this. That's, I guess, the best way I could phrase it. But I think it's still okay, like, still decent, pretty good variety and everything. That's just good to hear. Yeah. And so I think it's a 3. And overall I feel kind of the same with the graphics. Like, yeah, the bosses look pretty cool and some of the environments and enemies look pretty alright. Definitely looks like it kind of like it then aged up a little bit. The color palette is kind of a little bit dull and kind of stiff and things of that sort. It's kind of hard to convey or to explain, but it just kind of looks more dated compared to like a lot of the other games in the challenge and such. So, but still, it's 1982. It's still very early into the console life cycle, and it just kind of feels like it just kind of visually did what it visually did. So I still think it's a kind of a 3. Like, I didn't feel that strongly about it, but it is what it is. And the gameplay. Well, first off, definitely more RPG than expected. Like, I was just kind of going in thinking, it's just a short game anyways. Probably the RPG mechanics are very fluff like some of the beat 'em ups, but no, this is kind of pretty legitimate in terms of you get levels, you know, that improves your attack, and you get more HP, and you get more ammunition for your special abilities and stuff. And yeah, that's like the RPG elements right there, and it's very serviceable. Like, gets the job done. The rest is just kind of looking for your items and picking them up. There is grinding. Technically, it's training montages, and you get items to collect, which can help you with healing and stuff. So, like, it's a bona fide action RPG. So let's go with that. And for the combat itself, it's nice that, you know, first off, that even if you die, there's no punishment. Well, I guess the punishment is the beginning of the level, but you retain all of your EXP, so it's just perfectly fine right there. Leveling is pretty fast. It feels like Triton is a lot better than some of the other characters. Mine is Xardion. Xardion is like the ultimate being in this, but it's kind of cool that at least you have 3 different party members, each with its own separate abilities and such. And I haven't really explored the abilities of the other 2 characters, so it's not like I really can't say like how good or balanced or stuff they are between the 3, but it's a thought that counts. Like, maybe some of the bosses would have been easier if I used the right enemy allies instead, but still managed to get through the game no problem. It's kind of a little bit annoying not being able to see, you know, exactly what power-ups you picked up unless, you know, you actually look at the menu like I did. The menu was a little bit unintuitive, and even looking at the game facts wasn't really that clear. I had to read the instruction booklet where it's like, in order to be able to equip different abilities, you first have to press A, which gives you to the second menu, but you cannot see if you're in the second menu or not because the cursor is not highlighted at all. So you can't tell right away what's there. And then you have to press A again to get to the items, so it just feels like that was just kind of unintuitive. But once I figured it out, well, once I read about it, it was perfectly fine, and yeah, it just feels very serviceable. The controls do feel pretty stiff. Your beam is just kind of in awkward angles where a lot of enemies can be below or above. But you also get some pretty nifty abilities like with Xardion, where once, you know, you start off with the lightning ability towards the end of the game, and you could just kind of do an AoE clear. And I think the Magician also has that as well, so, you know, there could have been better ways to just kind of manage through it all. But it just kind of feels a little stiff. So the platforming is a little bit clunky. There's kind of that annoying thing where you just, when you get hit, you get that kind of pushback like you deal with in some action platformers and such. Yeah, and the other 2 are very different, but there's not much other reason to play anyone but Triton. Except for Derek's the ship boss before the final plan. Okay, gotcha. Okay, it could have at least, if I had that crash, I could at least restarted at the start of the video or the review rather. It's like the awkward timing. It's like I never got to kind of disconnect this late. So as I was saying, like, yeah, I like the elements with the gameplay and such, and yeah, just the controls are a little bit stiff, and the I'm just kind of losing track of thought for a moment because of this, so let's just put on music. Yeah, so it just felt a little bit stiff. The bosses were a little bit rough. Like, it just feels like it's like you have little opportunity to just be able to dodge the attacks well after from like the later bosses and such, and some of them just feel like kind of little annoying patterns, like the ship boss, the demon wall boss, and all that stuff. Maybe it just gets better with practice and just kind of getting used to it and trial and error sort of thing. But yeah, and some of the enemy placements, like in that ship level, for instance, just kind of come off very obnoxious also, and you just take a lot of damage. And again, that's one of those things with this game. It's like, it feels like it's like those action platformers where it's designed in a way where you're just gonna be taking a lot of hits and stuff, but at the very least, it's like, okay, you do have some abilities you could utilize and such and things to overcome it, but it also, at the same time, it just feels like, okay, yeah, some of the placement is like a little bit obnoxious there, but still, it's like nice enough that it retains what you left off. The levels are quick anyways, so even if you die at the beginning of the level and me not save stating and stuff, it's just very easy to just jump back back into the swing of things. So no problem there. Maybe except like the desert level sort of place. That was a bit of a long one, but even then, it's probably just got to get used to things there, or maybe I could have skipped the underground route altogether. So, yeah, I think it's still fine. Yeah, for Quarter Burner, I don't think so. I think it's SNES only, but it kind of has that arcade spirit-esque to it. So I think it's a 4, and yeah, that's overall how I feel like. I had a good time with this. Not amazing or anything, because again, just kind of feels a little bit stiff or off, but it was still a good time. I enjoyed it. I was engaged in it, so that's perfectly fine. And just to put in the closing comments and just kind of be like, yeah, this is just a short part of the video I have to just kind of add in and combine into the previous video, just to kind of explain that, yeah, I got disconnected right at the very end. So yeah, that's the kind of the weird disconnect there if you're watching this. So after this, it's like, and I think maybe this should go on the Grand JRPG Tour, even if it doesn't really feel JRPG-esque, but has level ups, you know, you get stronger attacks by leveling up, has a bit of grind, to it, you know, there's power ups, you have party members technically, so that all counts. So yeah, totally. So yeah, Saturday, this is what I'm gonna be playing through The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Let's make it a weekend finish. We got this far, the end goes ever closer. So the plan is next few streams, 2 or 3 streams, we're going to be doing East 10, just kind of get more progression on that done, and just kind of get that here. Yep, 171 is here, and I guess just to make it feel like the video is a little longer, let me bring this back up too. Then we're getting onto this. This is the start of this is going to be coming probably late April, late May. The PlayStation 1 games, the PlayStation 2 games, the bonus games, because of course 126 and 176 is not enough. How will I get to finish the challenge? Who knows with life, but it'll be the start. We'll have fun. We'll see what games get picked out. We're going to be starting it off with the Wild Arms and Final Fantasy X, and then we're going to start adding in viewer picks, yeah. Nah, I want to get the ball rolling. I'm excited for this. The only break is just how much prep work is going to take me, which maybe I'm going to feel motivated to actually get it done. So yeah, I want to get the ball running. It's like, why hold down? I like to start. I like to start it off, then I'm going to slow down a little bit, where it's like, okay, I'm going to, you know, have a bit of a beginning, see what starter games I have, then just kind of, okay. Then after the initial start, we're going to slow down a little bit is what I'm thinking. But I got some prep work and some new things I want to try and do. I'm gonna think just five redeems per stream with a timer, and I just like to emphasize the gentleman's agreement of okay, just give other people a chance to pick out stuff as well. Don't hog all the picks yourself, sort of thing. That's really it. Otherwise, it's just kind of loose about it and just giving you that warning. With viewer picks, it may take several months to get to the game, depending on non-challenge games I stream or life in general. I appreciate your patience, so, you know, I'm giving you the disclaimer right here. So, yeah, I see what you did there, name. So, if for some reason, like, Grumpy wants to, you know, just get all the 4 games, well, I guess he can if he's quick on it, but it's like, rather not. I don't know how to set that up, Sunfall. I only know I'm just doing it strictly on channel points sort of thing. Yeah. I actually viewed it more of an RPG than expected, so yeah. More so than some of the other games I played, so that's perfectly fine. Okay, I guess I should limit it to 4 redeems right there. Well, still gonna be 150k, so that's gonna be this. Okay, I have to kind of poke around that, so maybe one at a time, at least in the beginning. And you're just gonna be patient, because some of those games might be very long. So yeah, we're gonna be calling it here. I'll do some East 10 tomorrow. GG's, we progressed through 2 games. So let me see who's around to raid. Let's go raid the Feb, who's playing through some Fire Emblem 4, one of my favorites. So you said Pantera can go invincible, so you pop it, then get to the pelt on that boss in the ship when they do that smashdown. Okay, okay. But wait, don't you get the invincibility after the ship? But maybe that was the 3rd ability and I didn't know it. But gotcha. So let's go raid. Yeah, he's in the middle of a stage, so I think it's okay to raid him. Okay. So, till next time. See you for East 10. See you for Zelda on Saturday. Bye-bye.